Hello, everyone. We're me and Elijah are gonna go over our mental health intervention. It's by us, Simran Singh.
In Alasia Gates.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna go over the overview and target audience demographics. So our audience and participants consist of adolescents and young adults, um, ages leading to 20, leading to 20 to 25. Ages 15 to 25. Our intervention will consist of mental health conditions being discussed and also ways to tell which kind of mental health conditions someone might have. And our intervention will consist of three lesson plans, each discussing a different aspect of our intervention. The reason why we chose these at this age group is that they're most prevalent with mental health conditions. They're usually school age children, college age children, and a lot of factors in school can lead to mental health conditions within this population. Some statistics. Most adolescents have experienced mental health problems at some point in their life, and eventually most will grow out of it or learn to manage it. Chances are lower if they reach a young adult age with a mental health problem, and also most young adults experience certain conditions which cause problems to happen through stress in their lives. So most of the time, mental health problems, adolescents will grow out of it, but oftentimes it leads into their young adulthood, which might cause problems at future ages, leading to their marriage, leading to more schoolwork, leading to day-to-day activities. It is rare though. So some of our activities within this intervention will consist of hands-on activities which help make the intervention more engaging for participants, and demonstrations will happen in which the participants will have the chance to repeat the information back to the intervention preceptors, which will be me and Aleja, to show what they learned with a pre and post survey. Pre-survey with what they know before coming into the intervention, and a post survey with what they will know after the intervention is over with. The reason our intervention will be a little bit different than other interventions is because we have a lot more hands-on activities in which they will demonstrate what they learn. They will have a chance to repeat it back to us, and they will be learning and engaging with hands-on models and hands-on activities.
Hello, everyone. I'll be discussing, my name is Alasia Gates again, I'm sorry. And I'll be discussing the application and curriculum of each health behavior theory construct and the theoretical foundation. First, I'll be discussing the social learning theory. During the application and curriculum, children will learn and develop their social economical, um, socio emotional skills through intimidation of observed behaviors. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. Through active role models in their daily lives, through activities like role plays, we can model the appropriate behavior for them to implement in scenarios that may involve conflict uh, resolutions. In the belief model, the second step addresses the perceived severity of emotional responses by helping students to correlate the difference between consequences and rewards by matching the behavior response to either the outcomes and ways of role play, open dialogue, or storytelling. It also highlights both the perceived barriers and benefits of positive social interactions. And lastly, the empowerment theory. Our Our curriculum strives to give students the power to positively handle their emotions and by doing so increase their self-efficiency and resilience. Empowerment through active participation in group activities and discussion will reinforce that sense of ownership within a child. Next slide, please. So today I'll be going through the general logistics of our program. What is the reason of the session? The session will be facilitated to mirror the classroom setting by a health educator, preferably with a teaching background. In addition to the health educators, we will have a child psychologist or therapist present at the time as a teacher assistant. This um, criteria is very specific due to the diligence of the age group within the early childhood grade level. There will be two sets of facilitators for two class settings. Who would be participating? What better reason to recruit than from the sources? Many of our participants will come from the local Head Start programs and early childhood centers. With permission from the school, of course, we will present the study to the parents during the dismissal at a table we will set up near the exit gates. Additionally, permission will be requested to recruit our local family assistance sites and family shelters. Attendance by our team will be mandatory at any community events to provide information and potential sign up candidates for our program. To support the intensive of continuous recruitment, a flyer with QR codes will be distributed all over social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As far as the location of our program, we will reserve classroom spaces as the county's one stop shop center. If they are not available, we will reserve a space at the Boys and Girls Club in Los Angeles. We want to ensure that the program takes place at a venue that is convenient for participants. The goal to recruitment and program location is to stay local and convenient for everyone. The participant already might have many barriers, so there is no need to add any more. And our overall goal, as stated prior, we will have to take classes for this program. One class will cover the time of our after school program, while the other will cover weekends. Since the weekend classes will have less time within the week, it will run a few weeks longer. Next slide, please. So today I will be discussing our 3 lesson plans for emotional conflict resolutions and overall mental health. Um, for our first lesson plan for emotional organization, our goal is to, through this lesson, the students will learn how to positively identify and manage their emotions for themselves and their classmates through positive and social interactions. Um, our program, our lesson, sorry, our lesson will start at 4:30 p.m. and end at 6 o'clock p.m. And our second lesson, sorry about that. Our second lesson is conflict resolution. And with that second lesson plan, we will go through different activities throughout the day. And our goal through this lesson plan is to have students learn to implement conflict resolution skills in real life scenarios. And our third lesson plan is mental health. And our goal is to develop self emotional understanding within the students to amplify their ability to develop um, the res- resilience trait and deter their chance of developing depression or anxiety by allowing them to learn how to deal with their emotions. And our SMART goals for our lesson plans are to, by the end of each session, participant will be able to identify and pinpoint different mental health states by emotional expression. At the end of each lesson, at the end of the first lesson, I'm sorry, 50% of participants will be able to write and alternate forms of therapy for themselves, such as a quiet corner. By the end of the second session, 75% of participants will be able to understand what negative effects of mental health could do on the body. And lastly, we want everyone to be able to recognize how teamwork helps foster positive relationships and identifying conflict scenarios that students encounter so that they could learn their emotional expressions and provide positive resolutions at all costs.
All right. Um, that will be our presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.